satisfaction was to tell you about the night we decided to give the boys a floater, make them a floater at Fort Loads over in Adelaide. And they had this bag of blue boiler peas. These peas, you see, that you've got to have for a floater. Anybody had a floater in their life? Yes. Some haven't. Somebody don't know what a floater is. But anyway, the boys said to me, I said, you got some blue boiler peas? I had a bad back at the time. I was in the cookhouse helping them. And I used to be a cook, as a matter of fact. Not a bad sort of a babbling brook at all, I wasn't. And I said, you got a bag of peas there? I said, we'll cook some peas, you make some pies and pasties, and I'll see if I can cook them peas. I said, we've tried for 2 years, the old cook that was there said, we can't cook them, they're too hard. And if blue boiler peas that you make floaters with, you can only keep them 12 months, you see, because they won't crack open. They must be used for the one season there. This is the fact. So just remember that, ladies. If your husbands complain about the peas being hard, they're over 12 months old. So, I put the peas, we had a boiler there with about 20 gallons in it, about that round like that, and about that deep with a big black handle, a big old black looking thing. I put it on the big stove there, we had these big stoves in the army. Put it on there and it's got the water boiling, and I got these peas and I sort of tipped half a bag. We had about 180 for tea this night, so I put the half a bag of peas in. They were boiling for a couple of hours, and I took a spoonful of them out on the plate, on a spoon, and I tried them, and they were as hard as I put them in. So I got looking around in the cupboards. They had these big old army cupboards. It was actually a permanent army place. We was there stays there for a while. And I opened the cupboard door, and I saw this crystallised sort of stuff in a couple of buckets. I just put my finger on it, and it fizzled, you see. I thought, oh, that's baking soda, see. So anyway, I tell you, the soldiers about 12 o'clock that night knew whether it was bloody baking soda. But anyway, I don't want to start laughing because I can see it all now. And I put in a junk about that round. It filled me out. One big lump, you see. And I don't know, I'll never know. I'm not kidding you, but I wasn't even going to admit what I'd done with these peas because I was too frightened because I'd have been court-martialed, I think. So I threw it in the boiler, and the boiler was half full of water, and the peas was boiling, and I just heard boom, boom, about 3 times. Well, there was a bubble on top. That high. You see them kids blowing bubble gum, you know. Well, it was a bubble that high. And I touched it. I thought, gee, they've been using this, you know, on the spaceships or something. All of a sudden she broke. She broke and she collapsed and went down. I peeped in, and every pea, every single one of them was busted open. Sitting up looking at me as much as say, tip as much more of that in as you like. Gee, there was a bloke, you never seen anything like that. Teeth sticker straight out the front, and he ate we used to get issue of steak. Rough meat, rough sausage, and good steak, and he ate all the good steak. Every time it come in, this cook. And he said to me, can this bugger cook? He said to the old cook. He said, what about this private case? Can he cook? Have a look at the peas. And he said, look. So anyway, he got a spoon, army spoon, you know, like a spade. No different to a spade what they give you, and he dipped the spoon, and he had a lid, and he took a taste. And I tell you, he's a terrible looking guy, but that wasn't his fault. We'll blame his mother or his father, I don't know which. Anyway, he went, about 8 times like that, and his lips sort of folded like you seen a horse? Their lips like, and I thought to myself, he's, what do you call that? He's immune, allergic to something. I thought, oh, that's nothing, he's allergic. And then all of a sudden I thought, them peas shouldn't have cooked in that. Cooked in a minute, 1 minute, and they'd been boiling for 2.5 hours and hadn't busted. So now I thought, God. So now he was still going, and I said, what's the matter? And he said to the old cook was there, how did he know? He said, look in there. He said, the roof of my mouth, he said, it's like one of them rasp your shoe horses. And he still goes, they said, what did you put in there? Nothing, I said. They're supposed to bubble up like that, you know. Well, she come tea time. Tea time. They made the pies and made a good job of the pies and party. Come tea time. Well, I was beside him. Oh, he put the spoon down. It was a spoon. It wasn't a chrome spoon or whatever. It was stainless steel. But by Jesus, I had a look at it about a couple of minutes and it was as black as and I thought to myself, the water wouldn't burn it. You know? And I just went like that, the spoon, the whole coating come off the spoon on my hand. And here's this cook going. And I thought, all I could think about, if he did in a matter of how long, you know, because all he had to do was start rubbing his guts, I thought. Anyway, come tea time. Now lined up a Corporal Barry, Lance Corporal Barry, the biggest guts ever seen, apart from this cook. And he lined up and he said, Jesus, boys, he said, Case has been in the cookhouse and we've got floaters for tea, you know. And here I am standing there. I was mess all this, see, and I was dishing help, bringing the stuff up, and I thought, well, Jesus, which will be the first one to snuff it? Still wasn't, as true as I said here, I wasn't going to even admit to anybody, and I wouldn't tell it till I died. When the day I die, I'll never be able to tell you why I wouldn't go to those people and tell them what was wrong with them. So anyway, Barry had a floater. He was first up, as usual. And he had the floater, and I thought, now he'll smack his chops because he's got 5 or 6 times more peas than anybody. Well, it didn't affect him, and he come back, he said, can I have another floater? And I thought to myself, Jesus, you have 2 of them, you know, what are you going to do? So anyway, they got into him, and I was only there a couple of weeks, and I put salt on the tables, on the white, scrubbed the boards with white salt, made the lovely boards white in the cookout. I had everything spick and span, you know like Bill Gates would, you know. Oh, yeah. You understand? You understand? Yeah. Right, well I don't want to tell any lies about this story. Anyway, it come time for the tea towels, so they just washed their spoons and plates like that, and the tin plates, you know, they're about a penny halfpenny each, you know, down at the disposal. They came back with these tin plates. Well, I had a look at the first couple of those coming, and they were like this spoon that I had in the cooker. They were black, jet black from these peas. So, I didn't know what to do. I went in anyhow, the tea towels, we had to throw the tea towels away. They wiped the plates in the tea towel, and then we done the dishes. You've cleaned knives and forks with bar soap. And you know what the cloth's like. Well, that's what these 6 tea towels, these snow white tea towels. Well, I was panicking. Then I went into my tent, and next morning, rouse parade, 6:15, winter time. And they said, right, all out, the bugle went, all out, rouse parade. Well, you get out, whatever you're in, shorts, little jockey shorts, and you run around the parade ground, you see. This bloke coming out in these long he just dropped them like that and sat fair in front of me where I was sitting. Well, you could have walked all through it, wouldn't hurt you. She's just as clear as that light. And, well, they were tucked up, and somebody said there's 7 on sick parade. You know, 7 out of 140, 160 or something. I thought, well, God, geez, that's not bad. I expected more. So, the Sergeant Major, this bloke, he's tucked in his teeth about. He said, can I break off, Sergeant Major? He said, no, just go 1 lap and that'll do it. He sat straight up. He never even attempted to run. Well, I was just that way at the end. I didn't know what I was going to do, and I was thinking about confessing to it, and I thought, well, you know, they'll hang me. They're going to hang me. So, them little GS wagons. Anybody in the army remember the little international wagons where they sit on the sides, on the back, you sit over there? They write the number on the side of the bonnet, away they go, 13 of them sitting up there, shivering like that. Been up all night. We never had we had toilets, pull the chain toilets, and because it was a permanent camper. and had 6 or 8 of them. They were all stuffed tight. They used all the toilet paper, and they used all the newspaper. They stuffed all them tight. None of the toilets was working, and they took 13. I think I told you 9. There was 13. Went away on sick parade, and they come back. The doctors come back, said they couldn't find anything wrong with them. No. That's washers. So I reckon I put 4 pound of washers. You scrub the concrete floor with washers. And but 3 days, when they said fall in by, geez, you ought to see it. If I didn't, geez, I had them ready for Vietnam as soon as they got back on their feet. There wasn't a worm inside of one.